Good afternoon, Outliers. How are y'all doing today? Happy Thursday. I don't know why I can't ever keep track of the day of the week. Happy Thursday. Happy June 27th. Hope you're having a fantastic day. It's good to see Leo and Goran and Jean-Louis here. I want to talk about the top story of the day. Let me jump into that. All right, top story of the day. Millions of Americans are fleeing to red states for lower housing prices. So I live in Texas. I definitely live in a red state, which I really hope that it continues to be a red state. Um, but a lot of my neighbors have come here from California. And I mean, it's interesting because, like, if we're specifically talking about lower housing prices, oh my gosh, my house in California could be eight to 10 times as much as it is where I live here in Texas. And I honestly couldn't believe that. And in fact, I heard in Canada, we've got some issues up in Canada as well as far as housing prices. So of course, tons of people are moving to red states exactly like Texas. I can tell you at least for sure the neighbor right across the street from me moved from California during COVID specifically because he was able to sell his house and buy a very, very nice house, if I want to put it that way, in my neighborhood, for basically cash with what he was able to sell it for in California. A growing number of Americans are ditching Democratic-run cities for Republican suburbs in search of lower taxes and more affordable real estate prices. In fact, the lower taxes is a real thing here. Um, so in Texas, we don't have a state income tax, and this is the craziest part. But where I live, my taxes have literally gone down every single year since I've lived here. Every time I tell people that, they're like, "That's impossible," and I'm like, "I don't know how, but I do know I pay less in taxes every year." And in Republican counties, defined by the 2020 presidential vote, about 3.7 million more people have moved in than left over the last 4 years, right? So these red counties are growing. Democrat counties saw a net loss of 3.7 million. So it's exactly moving from one to the other. Republican suburbs Republican suburban counties in four swing states, Georgia, Michigan, Pennsylvania, and Wisconsin, gained the most new arrivals, while heavily Democratic cities lost the most. And it makes sense to me when you talk about defunding the police. Oh man, I just saw the story the other day about Oakland, and this person was saying how Oakland's officially dead. Like Oakland has nothing left because there's so much crime that doesn't get prosecuted there because they wanted to be on the defund the police bandwagon that they are just hurting, right? Nobody wants to be there. No tourists want to be there. And yeah, if I were trying to sell my home in Oakland, I'd be really stressed out, right? If I wanted to move to Texas from Oakland, I'd be really stressed out because I'm thinking, who's going to buy my house in this crime-ridden city? So yeah, it's not just housing prices, but it's also the way that these cities and these counties are being run that has got people on the run over to over to other counties like what I live in. Michael's here, other Michael's here. Yorn is here. Good to see all of you. So let's take a look at Zillow. I always like to look at Zillow whenever I'm looking at housing markets, right? Zillow got a sell signal recently, actually a couple days ago, June 26th. And Zillow, I mean, it skyrocketed during late last year, late in November. It went from around $37 a share to about $58 a share. So I don't know, about 50%, 60% higher. And then it's just been in a sell-off ever since that point. And if we look at the performance summary on Zillow, 26% compared to buy and hold down to 4.24%. So yeah, that sounds pretty good to me. So let me know in the comments down below what you guys think, right? Do you see people moving from blue states to red states? I know we have a lot of international viewers, especially those who are here watching live. Let me know, what are you seeing something similar to that where you're living at right now? And then let's jump right into our market analysis. All right, welcome to the Outlier Trading Room. This is how to trade in only 10 minutes a day and exactly how to take the guesswork out of trading. Now, full disclosure, I'm a partner with Outlier, and this is my style of trading using Outlier, but Outlier delivers you new opportunities every single day. And I did make some edits to the PowerPoints today. If I go through something and it doesn't make sense or it's hard to read or anything like that, please let me know. Of course, I'm trying to edit this so it's better for you. Okay, so this is the golden ticket trading strategy that we're going to do today, which is 8 steps to turn profit hacking into pure gold. Oh, let me Let me write that, pure gold. Hang on. There we go. I like that. 8 steps to turn profit hacking into pure gold. All right, so with the golden ticket trading strategy, it always starts with the trend of the market. If we're bullish, we want to see the 10 over the 20 with price over the 50. And that's what we have today. I am sure of that. Let's go to the SPY. And yes, absolutely. 10 over the 20, price over the 50. The stock market right now is definitely trending higher. Michael says he was a strong red state, now a blue state. Housing prices here are crazy. Crazy, man. So yeah, the market is trending higher. Market is also trending higher where Michael lives on his housing prices. And so with that being said, we go to the next step, which is to look at the market breadth, right? We want to trade in the direction of the bull list percent 10 EMA crossover. And hang on, like I say, made some edits today. I'm trying to make it better for you. Trade in the direction of the 10 EMA crossover on the bull list percent. What does that mean? So if we go to market breadth and we go to full stocks and we zoom in and then we drop the 5 and add the 10, we see the percent of stocks on the bull list. So the percent of stocks with buy signals is growing, especially compared to a moving average on that. So that definitely is a crossover point that I'm interested in. So for these two are definitely bullish. Now, the next step in the golden ticket trading strategy, is a brand new slide, you've never seen this before, is to reduce risk. And we do that before we add new trades. So we only have one trade on, and I'm a bit disappointed by it. So this is Sprouts. A bit disappointed because I really, checking it out yesterday, I was like, man, I think Sprouts really has some legs to it. And if we look at it right now, it's, basically under the half ATR. It's been flirting with it all day, and it's under it right now. So I'm going to go ahead and close it. Now, unfortunately, that does rack up a loser on the board for us, but that is part of trading. So let's go to SFM. Let's go July 19th. That's what we were in. So SFM, July 19th, 80 calls, closing the full position, 80 calls. And yesterday we got into this, was it like 380, 390, somewhere around there? I feel like it was 3. I didn't write it down. Okay. I think it was 3. No, it's in the Discord. It's in the Discord over here. I didn't update my spreadsheet yesterday. I need to update it like at this moment, actually. 390. That's what I thought it was. Okay, 390. So that's right, because Google was giving us some bad data yesterday. That's right. Okay. So got that. Give me 10 seconds here to update the spreadsheet. All right, so getting out of it today, instead of at 390, where are we going to get out today? Roughly around $3. Let me see if I can get out at $3. So I'm working an order for $3 right now. Looks like it's going down to 297. Well, let's look on the 5-minute chart. Let's see. It's popping back up. Oh, if it's popping back up, I don't want to close it. Hang on. Cancel the order before it gets filled. Cancel. Okay, so that just popped right back up over my half ATR. We'll come back to it. I don't want to keep this if it really is going to be a problem for us. Hey, Sebastian, good to see you. I don't want to keep this if it is going to be a problem, but at the moment it did pop right back up. I did cancel that order, so I'm not filled to get out of SFM at the moment, just so you know. Okay, so the next step here, actually, let's go through all of these items real quick. It's not below the 10 EMA. It's not running into any order blocks. It might run into this. We're going to give that a few minutes to really decide. If it goes down more, we'll get out. If it stays where it's at, we'll keep it on. Heat map stall. Let's go check out the behavioral heat map on this real quick. So Sprouts, SFM. Do you have a Sprouts near you? I'm curious. I have a Sprouts near me. It's been ages since I've been there. However, the food was really good. It's just not like in my shuffle zone, right? It's not somewhere where I usually go out to. R13 yesterday, R7 today. So yes, this is in the red categories here versus the green categories. So the heat map has not stalled. Is it below yesterday's low? Oh yeah, it definitely is. Yeah, let's go ahead and close it. I didn't realize it was. Well, hang on. I specifically put this once profitable because I only want the half ATR to be my exit point if it's not profitable. I remember specifically making that call right there. So in fact, let me highlight this a little bit more. I don't like the italics. Once profitable. Okay. Because we still want to, yeah, see, it's starting to work for us a little bit. We still want it to have its chance, and that being the one exit point if it's going the opposite direction. All right. So going long, if it's any red, exit at G13, and it was like R7 right now. Yes. So holding that. All right. So we'll come back to SFM before the end of the day just to make sure that it's not causing an issue because I don't want any issues. Nobody wants issues. Let's go to the next step, which is to get the outlier data. So the bull and bear signals filter for red or green overlays. I don't know if I like this graphic here. It was just the first one I saw that I was like, oh, it's kind of a two-part thing. So we might keep it. We might take it off. But for now, we're going to grab the bull signals and filter for green overlays, which Mahesh was telling me in about a week and a half, the next update will go live, which I don't know if you guys can tell. We want to make this the greatest product on the planet. And that's why we're pushing updates constantly, right? We want to make sure that we are giving you the best product ever. So this filter, this scanner that's going to come through, it's going to be awesome. In fact, if you go in the Discord, I actually gave my my opinion to Mahesh, talking about what I want to see, because this is what I do. And if I can click it down to one button, say, you know, run my scanner kind of thing, that'll be much, much easier. So we're going to go through the process. And then honestly, this process actually may be shorter within the next couple of weeks. So I'm excited about that. So we're going to filter for green overlays. I'm only going to trade stocks that are over 1 million on average daily volume. Spoiler alert, I've already done that. And I've already dropped them into the Trend Spider list I got over here. Two of them are Google. There's Goog L and then Goog. Now we're going to run the scanner on these to make sure there's no order blocks in the way, no earnings next 3 days, and the price is in the direction that we want to see, and it's over $20. So TGTX is under $20. JHG, that one passes. HIG is inside of an order block, so I'm not interested. Google and Goog are both on the list, and then BG also is interesting. So there's at least three we're going to look at. I actually did start playing around with Goog and Goog L. Give me a second here. It's going to make me log in. I think it does like a 24-hour thing, right? And if it's greater than 24 hours, then I can stay in. If it's less than 24 hours, then it makes me re-log in. As you know, my password is 4206969. Okay, so back into Goog L versus Goog. I was looking at July 19th, the 180s here, 12,000 open interest, and this is 15 cents wide. So that's Goog. And then if we go to Goog L, I'm indifferent. I don't care what the difference is. I only care which one is easier to trade, get in and out of. The 180s here is 15 cents wide, but the extrinsic is a little higher. 216 over 750 is what? 28%. That was on the 180 strike. And go back to Goog. It was extrinsic value of 189 over 870. So 189 over 870 is 21%. So I would, between the two, the liquidity's great. So I would go with Goog over Goog L. So that'll be the plan. We'll come back to that, but I just want to let you know what the plan would be. Goog over Goog L. So let's go through these three and check for positive expectancy. Right? Outlier signals back test. We're going to check for positive expectancy, and then we'll double check the breadth of that sector. So first was Goog. Next was JHG. Oh, whoops. Hang on. Oh, dang. I didn't say them anytime. JHG. And then the last one was BG. All right, so start with Goog. Performance summary, 88%. Cool. That's what I want to see there. JHG performance summary, 69%. That looks great. BG performance summary, 97%. So all of these have really strong positive expectancy there. That's what I wanted to see. Now let's double check the sectors. I know Staples is good. We've looked at Staples like yesterday or the day before. I remember looking at. Or we're going to do the same as what we did on the breadth for this sector. Yeah, Staples is looking strong. Financials. Little inside baseball. Mark actually reached out to me. He said, watch financials. He said, I see some stuff brewing in financials. You need to be watching them. So that's literally all I know. And we're just going to continue to trade the plan. That one also looks good. And then Goog is going to be in the communications sector. I know you thought it was in tech, but it's in communications. I've been tricked by that multiple times on like Facebook is in communications. Netflix is in communications, and you would think they're tech, but no, they're communications. Go over here. Oh, hang on. Yeah, this is a thing. Actually, that I need to let Mahesh know about that. Ugh. Hang on. We're gonna do this inside together at Mahesh. The communications market breadth doesn't seem to be working. Is that because the XLC data is incomplete? Just so you know, the communications sector, what's it called? ETF is called XLC, and it doesn't have enough data to qualify for all the outlier data. So I'm wondering if that has to do with the fact that we can't look at the market breadth of that. But we're just going to assume that it's good in this case. We've got the market, we've got other sectors that are looking positive. So I'm going to assume that is also positive. So let's start with the one with the highest expectancy and work our way down. Now, when I go to an options chain, I want to see 21 days to expiration, 250 plus open interest, less than 50-cent bid-ask spread, 20% or less extrinsic value, and it's generally around the 80 delta. So where does that put us? Highest expectancy, 88, 69, 97. We'll start with BG. Okay, BG. So this is 60 cents wide. This is 20 cents wide. $1.32 on 410. That might be okay. 32% is a bit rich. There's no other strikes. There's not like a 102.5. This is 40 cents wide now. This is 20 cents wide. This one might work. 444, 62 cents on 850 is less than 10%. I would prefer to go with this one here because it's half the price, clearly. But the extrinsic value is a little rich. What is that? 132 over 410? 32% versus was like less than 10%. Okay. Let's go with that one instead. BG 100 calls. The BG 100 calls. So quick rundown here. We're looking at the July 19th, which is 22 days out. So that hits the 21 days. 250 plus open interest. You can look in this column here. It's at 444. Less than 50-cent bid-ask spread. It's at 40 cents right now. 30 cents. That's tightening up. That's what I want to see. 20% or less extrinsic. We got that. And it's usually around the 80 delta. And this is the 86 delta. Okay. So that looks good. Let's go ahead and take that guy on. Now, the number one thing you've got to keep in mind is that whenever you have a setup and it sets up, right? Like everything just works out in your setup, you have to take the trade. Otherwise, you invalidate all of your setups previously, right? You are saying that, oh, you know what? I don't like this one for one reason or another. Then you've basically just nullified all of your analysis, all of your data, everything like that. This did just pop up to 70 cents. So let's try and skew a little bit on the lower side here. Okay, so this is the BG, July 19th. 100 calls. All right, let me see. Okay, it just came back down. I'm going to try 830 first. Let's see if that gets filled. I'm sorry, I totally forgot. I need to get your position size. The way that we do that is in the Discord. You can go to the VIP Investors Toolkit. I did make a change to it today. Somebody was asking about adding the half ATR value, so I did make that change today. If it doesn't show up in the one that you have, just go and click this button again. It'll make you download a new one, and then it'll be fresh. It'll have everything you need right there. So BG. Let's go ahead and do the others while we're here. BG, JHG, Goog. BG volume, only 400K. You mean like shares traded volume average? Let's go over here real quick. Weird. It shows 1.35 million on here. Let's go confirm that somewhere else. Let's go like CNBC and go to BG. We're just looking for average volume here. Oh, my hash just said he's going to check and get back to me. All right, average volume. Jean-Louis says yes. Yeah, so that could be volume today. That could be total volume today is what I'm thinking. Pretty sure they have like an average volume thing. Ten-day average volume, 1.45 million. Yeah. Yeah, Jean-Louis, that's just today's volume. Jordan's got that as well. Okay, cool. Yeah, all is good, my friend. So let's continue on. All right, so we got the position sizing all set. Submitting the order at, let's try 835. That tightened up so much. That's only 10 cents wide now. Okay, try an 835. Yeah, I was actually able to get in at 835. So this has changed a bit since then, but my fill price, we're going to call it 835. So BG was at 835. Today's the 27th. BG. Write this down so I don't forget like I did yesterday. 66 -1. Okay, so it was 835. That was 100 strike, right? Yeah. Okay, let me drop this in the Discord. Current price is 107.68. Okay. Cool. Good with that. Let's go to the next one. So BG's on the books. Let's go to the next one. It was Goog. Not Goog L, but Goog. 180. So that's 12,500 open interest. 74 on the delta. 194 over 875 is 22%. That sounds great to me. So let's do that again. So Goog L, July 19th, 180 calls for 865. Let me put in the order. Get your position size. All right, so Goog, July 19th. 180s. Putting in the order at 865 was what I was putting the order in at. Okay, filled at 865. Goog, July 19th, 180s for 865. Goog, 865. Got it. Okay. Let's put it in the Discord here. Trade number 2. This was the 180s. 865. When trading, Goog is at, what's Goog at this very moment? 186.82. Okay. Oh, today's not 25th, is it? It's the 27th. Cool. Done with that. And final one, JHG. JHG. July 19th. Oh, there's no open interest here. Okay, not even interested in this one. I mean, nobody's trading options on this. Oh, my camera died. I didn't realize that. Give me a moment here. Let me restart it. I mean, that's not the worst look that I could have ever had. Not the worst look I could have ever had, that's for sure. Just a second. Sorry. And I'm back. I gotta tell you, sorry. Somewhat like that. I was actually on TV. I was on Cheddar TV talking about GameStop and AMC when all that was blowing up in 2021. And I kid you not, I was 10 seconds into my interview and my webcam dies. 10 seconds. And they were so good about it, though. I watched the replay, and they went to B-roll the whole time that I was talking. But I was just like, my camera had worked for ages, hours, days, months before then. Not a problem. 10 seconds after getting on live national TV, it dies. Like, give me a break. You got to be kidding me right now. Okay. So anyway, JHG is a skipper, in my opinion. So we put on Goog. Let's add that to our main list. And we put on BG. Add that to our main list. And then we do need to double check SFM real quick. It's still farting around there. Still over. So I mean, by following my rules, I'm going to leave it on. Let's go clean up the, or not clean up, but add in all the details on the charts for Goog and BG, and we'll be on our way. So opening price, 1/2 ATR, and the 1 and 2 ATRs. And now that I actually have this on here, that's going to save me a minute, right? 1/2 ATR. Where do we get in at? Discord. 186.82. 186. So 185.20 is a 1/2 ATR. Yeah, I like that. That's going to save me a minute. 185.20. I get frustrated when it's hard to drag around. Give me a break. 185.20. All right, next. The 1 ATR up from there is 190.05. And then the 2 ATR up from there is 193.28. Cool, cool, cool. And opening price, 186.82. All right, moving on. Going to BG. Half ATR on BG. We got into BG at 107.68. Oh, that's half the ATR. 107.68. So half ATR is 106.61. There we go. Opening at 107.68. Oh, wow. It's moved up nice since then. 107.68. Okay. And then 109.77 is 1 ATR. And there's an order block way up there. I'll be happy to get that order block. 111.87 is 2 ATRs. Cool. All right, so that's the plan on those guys. So a lot of work done today. We kept SFM. It's right at the half ATR. Put on BG, put on Goog, and we covered how red states are sucking up all those Democrats. Hey, tonight is the presidential debate. I really hope you watch that. I am going to be watching it. One of the YouTube channels that I follow put out a little bingo card where it had a free space in the middle was Joe Biden's head, and then all the things that Joe Biden could say, all of his cliches around there. So I may just play that. That could be a lot of fun. You guys have a fantastic afternoon. I'll see you right back here tomorrow. Hopefully, I'll see you right back here tomorrow. Don't forget, tomorrow at 2 p.m. Central Time, 3 p.m. 3 p.m. East Coast Time, and noon o'clock West Coast Time. I will be having a special live stream. We're going to be talking about the, and I know the emails didn't go out on this. I'm sorry. We've had some email issues this week. We're going to be talking specifically about the affiliate program, giving you some best practices, giving you some ideas on how to share it, and also talking about some things that I don't want you to do, right? I don't want you to just spam out your link everywhere. No one wants to click that. But like, there's lots of great, good practices behind it and how you can be successful with affiliate marketing and with Outlier. And we want to set you up for that, basically. We have lots of resources we're going to be sharing with you as well. And of course, everything that we do, we're trying to make this the best product possible for you, right? And of course, let us know if we can do anything for you. Have a fantastic day. See you right back here tomorrow. Talk soon.